I woke up this morning and I went through my regular morning routine as I usually do. I woke up, I drank my water, I took my vitamins, I started journaling, I read my Bible verse of the day, and as I was reading this Bible verse, I felt condemned to give a message to whoever it needed to be for. I feel as though this message is for somebody on YouTube. So if you're watching this, God told me to tell you it's gonna be okay. You're scrambling. Every single morning you wake up and you have all of these thoughts. You feel and you know your brain is so cluttered with, how am I going to do this? Why did this happen to me? That should have been me. Why did I not get this position? Why do I have to work at this job? How are they doing better than me? How are they making that income? Why are my blessings not coming to me? Why do bad things keep happening to me? So if you're watching this, God told me to tell you everything happens for a reason. Every single thing that you go through happens for a reason. Sometimes, a lot of the time, life is unfair. Things don't go the way that we want them to go, but it is what it is. And I'm not saying you should just sit there and take it, but God has a plan for your life. He has a plan for the lives of every single human being, every single animal, every single insect on this earth. There is a timeline, there is a space, there are circumstances, there are situations, there are success stories, there are downfalls, there are dirt in the mud stories for every single person on this earth. You are going to go through a lot of things in your life, but that does not mean you have to sit there and take it. And I know this because there are a lot of things, a lot of things that happen behind the scenes. Stuff I don't put on YouTube, stuff I don't put on Instagram, stuff I don't put on TikTok, stuff that I don't even talk about with my friends because personally I'm still trying to deal with it. My demons, my sacred thoughts are still with me, and these are things that I don't want anybody else to know. And I'm not here to tell you that life is hard and you need to suck it up. I'm here to tell you that it's okay to cry. It's okay to wonder why. It's okay to wonder how and when your time is coming. I promise you, your time is coming. Whether you are a student, whether you are somebody who's working at a job that is super, super crappy, I promise you, your time is coming. Whatever you want to do in your life, you will do it in this lifetime. But you have to have faith. You have to have trust. You have to have work ethic. And you have to truly believe that these things are going to happen for you. And I'm not talking about manifestation. I'm talking about pure faith, you guys. Pure faith. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in God. Trust yourself. Trust God. Because at the end of the day, He has the final say. He has the first and the final word. Personally, I wake up every morning and my thoughts are literally scrambled. I woke up this morning and I just felt so compelled to share my story, so I'm going to share it with you. When I was younger, my mom told me that the doctor said that my life expectancy was going to be very short. I don't recall the age, but I feel like I was only supposed to live maybe 5, 6 years. I don't recall, but I do know that the doctor said I was only supposed to have a short life expectancy because of all the medical things that I had going on when I was born. I was born premature, and just a bunch of medical stuff going on. Here I am now at 21 years old. Granted, I have gone through a lot of stuff, especially when I was in grade school. I was in and out of the hospital so much. I literally had to homeschool myself because I had walking pneumonia and I had asthma issues. and I had a lot of injuries, at least 4 or 5 injuries in my lifetime. I am now being set up to go back to physical therapy for the 5th time in the past 4 years because of my knee problem that I'm having. I have these dreams of continuing to elevate my business. I have these dreams of continuing to better myself and wanting to increase my education. I want to go to cosmetology school. I want to go full time with my business. I want to quit my 9 to 5 at my retail job, but I cannot do it. I can't go to cosmetology school right now. I cannot quit my job right now. I cannot leave the house and do a lot of activities right now. I've been in the house for a week straight. Literally was rushed to the emergency room. Thank God for my mom, because of this knee pain that I've been having. And it's been constant for the past 4-5 years since I first injured it. Life is very, very, very unfair to me right now, because I have all of these goals and I have all of these dreams, and I finally decided on a career that I know for a fact I'm going to stick with. I literally called a cosmetology school. I had set up a Zoom meeting with an admin team member. I was on my way into getting my foot in the door. However, because of this injury, I am minimalized to staying in my house. I am minimalized to not being able to pursue cosmetology school right now. I'm being minimized. I haven't worked in almost 2 weeks. I have no proper income right now. I'm trying to figure out and navigate how am I going to get sales so that I can live and have some type of income while I am not working. Life is very unfair. And that is only partial setbacks. I tell you this to tell you. God told me to tell you it is going to be okay. I'm not stressed. I mean, I'm stressed, but I'm not stressed because I know that God has a plan for my life. I know He has a plan for my life. He has always had a plan for my life. This is just one of those bumps in the road that I have to surpass. I had a huge bump in the road when I had depression. I went to therapy. I saw a therapist all 4 years off and on of high school because I was so depressed. It almost got to a point, it was at a point where I was not getting out of bed, I was not eating. I didn't want to go and spend time with my family outside of my room because I was so depressed. God pulled me out of that depression. And now I am back at another bump in the road. I'm not depressed, but I'm stressed because I cannot do what I want to do. And in a sense, this is a blessing in disguise, but that doesn't mean that I'm completely happy with what is going on in my lifetime right now. I'm slightly discouraged. I'm feeling a little work sick. I'm feeling a little like I can't do anything about it because I honestly can't do anything about it. It just is what it is. But of everything I just told you, the small bit of life events that have happened to me before that I just told you, I know that God is with me. God is always with me. He has the first and the final say. He planned out this. He knows what's going to happen in my lifetime. He's just waiting to see how I'm going to react to the things that are happening to me. Do not get stressed over things that you cannot control. Stay away from the things and do something about the things that you can control. Speak up, speak out about what you want, what you don't want, what you like, what you don't like. Pray to God. Connect with somebody. Talk to somebody. whether that is a friend, whether that is professional help, whether that is to God. Get in that relationship because it's so important. This is for the people who feel helpless. This is for the people who have been depressed and don't want to get out of their bed, who haven't gotten out of their bed. This is for the people who are not eating. This is for the people who don't feel as though their body is the way that they want it to look. This is for the people who feel as though they're not the beauty standard. This is for the people who feel like they're never going to be good enough for somebody. This is for the people who don't feel loved. This is for the people who don't know what they're going to do in their life. They don't know. They just don't know. This is for the people who have lost all motivation to do anything. Anything. God told me to tell you, it is okay. You're gonna be okay. Pray. Write down your thoughts. What are you thinking? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? How are you going to get there? It's not going to be an easy process. It's not going to be easy to talk about. It's not going to be easy to think about. But you have to do it. God told me you have to take that first step. It's going to be scary. It's going to be hurtful. It's going to be very emotional. But it's something that is necessary in order for you to get to where you want to be. Who is in your life? Take yourself out of toxic situations, out of toxic relationships. Leave that man. Leave that woman. Sometimes it's not as simple as just leaving. Plan it out. Talk to God. Journal. Read your Bible. Read it, evaluate it, apply it to your life. What does that verse have to do with you? How can you change the way that you've been living? How can you change the way you've been thinking? How can you change the company that you keep? How can you improve and better yourself today? How can you be better today than you were yesterday? God told me to tell you. God told me to tell you. It's going to be okay. You got this. I know because I am a 21-year-old business owner, soon to be student, soon to be financially independent. And I refuse to let an injury, I refuse to let any person on this earth tell me that I cannot do something, because I know I can. How do I know I can do this? Because I serve a God that is so good, because he has brought me out of depression. He has brought me out of situations that I didn't know I should have never been in. He's done so much for me. He can do so much for you. And as I'm talking to you right now, he has your plan in motion. He's just waiting for you to take that step. Take the step. Be blessed. Spread love. Pray.